Hey, it's Henry from exceptionalmarketers.com. And if you'd like to learn how you can build an email list at lightning speed and also how to get buyers at the same time, you're in the right place. I did a video several months ago and I was asked about somebody who saw the video to expand on the topic. And that topic had to do with building an email marketing list very quickly. So that's what I want to do today is I want to expand on that topic. So now, first of all, this service is a paid service. This is a service where you can build an email list really, really fast, but it is a paid service. If you want to use free traffic, organic traffic, you can certainly do that, but it will take you a much longer time. This is for lightning speed to build an email list. So we're going to be talking about a website called NextMark, NextMark. Now, NextMark has all sorts of different tools, has different tools for finding mailing lists is one of the things on their list. So what you can do is you go into the mailing list finder from the home page and you can put in your topic. So to save a little time, I already put in the topic of dog training just to see something that's fairly common. Let's see what kind of lists we've got. I ticked off consumers because I'm going to be marketing to consumers who are interested in training their dogs. And I want email. I want an email list. So we'll click on this. You see they have 60,000 email lists. And these are pretty much vetted out lists. So in the interest of saving a little time, here's where we would end up. This is dog training mailing lists. So you can see here, they've got 6,400 dog training mailing lists. So if you need to find a list of people who are interested in dog training, you've got all these lists. You can see some of these lists are huge. 33 million people on a list, 8 million people on a list, 6 million people on a list. So what I did is I picked one of these lists and I went and actually you can click on any one of these lists. I did. And again, to save time, this is dog owners. It's email, postal address, and phone mailing list. You can have all those if you want, or you can pick and choose what you want. Now, who is on this list? Well, take a look. You've got dog owners mailing lists consist of dog owners and others who seek information about dog products, food products, training products, all sorts of different products relating to their dog. This is an active list. This list has been scrubbed. It's a very clean list. You can rely on the fact that it's a clean list. As a matter of fact, they give you all sorts of data here about how they got their list and where it came from. So you can buy names. You can buy thousands of names. I think the minimum list size or the minimum order is 5,000 names. So you may be able to talk to them and tell them you want to run a test, and maybe it'll let you buy less than 5,000 names. So this is where you can build a mailing list very quickly. You would actually rent the list. You would compose your own email. You would put whatever links you want in the email. You would send it to a mailing service, a bulk mailing service, who would mail to these 5,000 people. Now, I did tell you that you can also get buyers very quickly. And this is where the magic happens, because you want buyers. You want people who have exhibited the willingness to take out their credit card and make an online purchase. So these are people who have already done it before, which means they're going to be that much more willing to do it again. So let's take a look at these filters. And this is really where the magic happens. You can filter by age, by sex, by marital status, by income, by home ownership. But take a look here. This is not in every single list, but you got credit card buyers. That'll cost you an extra $10 per 1,000 names. These are people who are buyers. These are gold. These are the people we all want on our mailing list because we don't have to convince them to buy. They've already done it before. So this is where the gold happens, the magic happens. You can buy a list, and you can buy a list composed 100% of buyers. That is magic. Now, let's go down here to there's always a thing here of terms. This tells you what their rules are, for example. Now, if you want to order the list, if you have a list broker, you can go to your list broker. If you don't, you just click this link here. But I want to bring something to your attention here. It says here, reuse is available. Now, here's what that means. When you rent this list, you're basically renting a list. You're renting the list for a one-time use. That means you can do one mailing to that list and no more. Now, don't try to scam or game the system, because these lists are seeded with names that go back to the list owners. So if they see that you're mailing the same piece 2 or 3 times, you can get into a heap of trouble. You do not want to do that. You're basically renting it for a one-time use. But what this list owner is telling you is they will let you use a list more than once. Obviously, there's going to be a fee involved. So you can use that list more than once. Now, let's take some numbers. And this is an extremely important thing that I'm about to tell you. So please pay attention. You can rent this list. So let's assume you rent a list of 5,000 names. And let's assume for a moment that you get a 30% opt-in rate. You send them to a squeeze page, a landing page, where you capture their email address. And let's say 30% of those people give you their address. So you've now got 1,500 people on your list. And these 1,500 people, if you'll do it the way I suggest, will be 1,500 buyers, top-notch people that you want on your list. But you have 3,500 people who never opted into your list. What about them? Normally, if you deal like every other marketer, those people are gone forever. You took your shot, you got your 1,500, and the 3,500 is basically the cost of doing business. Don't do it that way. What you want to do is put a remarketing pixel on your landing page. You can get a pixel either from Google or you can get a pixel from Facebook. They're training for both. You can find it on the internet. You can find it probably in YouTube training how to do that. You put your pixel on those pages. If somebody comes to your page and doesn't opt in, they would go to what's called a retargeting list. So now you've got a list of emails of people who came to your list but didn't buy or didn't opt in, didn't do what you want them to do. You can set up a campaign of retargeting ads. Have you ever been on a website once looking at a particular product and you went away from that website, and then all of a sudden you went to another website and an ad for that product popped up? Then you went to another website and another ad for that product picked up. You're being retargeted. That's what retargeting is. They follow you around the internet for a set period of time and send you reminders of something you were once interested in. So you want to do the same thing. You've got 3,500 people here, and you can do that. You're not violating the terms of this mailing list by remarketing those people. You're not mailing to them again. So what you would do is you would set up a remarketing campaign, a retargeting campaign, and have your ads appear in front of these people, reminding them to come back to your opt-in page. Now, I don't know what all the exact statistics are. I've heard statistics of anywhere from 20 to 30% come back, which in this case, 20 to 30% of your 3,500 people could be up to 1,000 more people that you would pick up and get on your mailing list and potentially sell to in the future. So you must use a retargeting pixel or you're going to be throwing away money here. But if you use a retargeting pixel, you can recapture all those people once again. And that is extremely important. Now, somebody asked, what do you do from this point on? How do you make this work? What you do is you basically write up an email. If you've ever done a solo ad, for example, you write an email. You're writing an email to your potential customer. You're describing exactly what you want them to do. If you're giving them a lead magnet or a free gift, or you're asking them to take a survey or a quiz, whatever it is, you write that exact same email to your people. You can find an email bulk mailer. You can Google them and find them. and give them the list of 5,000 names and your email. They'll charge you a couple of cents per email, and you mail out your emails. That's all there is to it. Now, if you get a 30% opt-in rate, which is it's an average opt-in rate, it's not a terrific opt-in rate, you pick up 1,500 people. And if you do remarketing, you might pick up as many as 1,000 more. You could pick up 2,500 buyers for your list, and you could do that in no time at all. The 1,500 would come in with a matter of days. So this is building a mailing list lightning fast, but it's also a quality mailing list because you're getting buyers. Buyers are exactly what you need. You don't have to convince them to buy. They've already purchased. So if they like your product, they're comfortable with you and the product, they're very likely to buy again. So that's really how to use this NextMark to build yourself a mailing list, an email list at lightning speed, and get buyers on top of that. Now, if you like what you've heard in this video, please click the subscription button below. Please hit the notification bell. I've also got a link below. This is a link to a free webinar which will give you a training into a whole new different strategy about affiliate marketing and how to be successful with affiliate marketing. The individual giving this webinar has sold tens of millions of dollars in affiliate products and earned multiple millions in affiliate commissions. It's a free webinar. It's certainly well worth listening to. So if you've got any questions, if you have any comments, leave them below. I look at every single comment and I do respond to them individually. So if you want to use NextMark, it is a way to build a mailing list at lightning speed. Until next time, stay safe. Best of luck.